Hi everyone, welcome to day 14 of the Advent calendar. Hope you're doing very well. It is miserable outside today, pretty grey and horrible. I am going to try and go for a walk because I do every day at the moment in order to get some fresh air and get out of the house. But it's going to be like a 6-layer kind of a day. Anyway, today I am wearing the other Joni dress that I made last summer to wear as a maternity outfit. Again, wore it loads. This is in a striped jersey from Fabrics Galore. I shall link to it. I think they probably still stock it. It's one of their kind of standard ranges, I think, that they have a lot of. As with the last one, great dress, wear it all the time. It's super comfy, smart, great for maternity because nice and like loose fitting and comfortable, and yet looks smart enough that you can wear it for work. So yes, very excellent dress, good. Today's joke is Christmas themed in that it is about a donkey, and donkeys are Christmassy because of this staple. What do you call a donkey with 3 legs? A wonky. It's silly, but it's one of my favourites. It's such a silly joke. Obviously, any donkeys with 3 legs probably stand very well, a little bit like a dog or a cat would that only had 3 legs, but let's not try and dissect the joke too much. I think we just need to sort of revel in its brilliance, and that would be fine. You may have noticed my nails, incidentally. Oh, check these out. Christmas nails! I got these done because it was Matilda's first settling session at nursery this week. And anyone who's gone through that process, or even if you haven't, you can probably imagine sort of just handing your child over to a basically complete stranger and saying, look after them. And because of the thing, you're not allowed to go in and sit with them. You just have to hand them over. So it's a bit weird. So I decided that I would book in something nice that I would not be able to do if I had Matilda with me in order to make it a positive experience. And that was getting my nails done. I put these on Instagram, on my Instagram stories. So if you follow me, you may have seen them on that. I got these done at a local place called Plaster in Crystal Palace. If any of you live locally, don't think that many of you do. Best manicure I have ever had. I just love them so much. Never had nail art done before. That's going to be a problem because it's just super fun. But they've just done such a gorgeous job. My hands feel amazing. It makes a big difference. Also means that as I'm filming the tips, you won't have to look at my scuzzy nails the whole time, which I always feel is a bit like, ugh. I mean, everyone has nails like that. No one has nails like they have on the television because they're for television. So let's not pretend that that is something that everyone has. Most people's hands look like mine. But it is nice when you can think, this will be nicer for people to look at than my slightly dry hands. Anyway, today's Advent tip is coming up now, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 15? Day 14 today, right? I said that at the beginning. For day 15. All right then. Bye!
Today's tip is how to manage a big bold print on your garments without ending up with things being in weird places that you don't want them, i.e. how you get your patterns in exactly the right place on your pieces of fabric once you've cut them out to make your garment. The first way to do this, which is the one I personally use a lot, is to trace your pattern onto Swedish tracing paper. This is an amazing substance that is like a really robust but translucent paper, and it allows you to make tracings of your pattern that last because it's pretty robust, but importantly, because it has this lovely translucency, it means that you can position your pattern pieces exactly where you want them to go so that the pattern of your fabric is placed exactly where you want it to. One of the biggest things that many of you may have even come a cropper of, or will have certainly seen in other places, is getting the placement of a big bold piece of your pattern, so a cluster of flowers, or in this case a big cat face, right over the apex of your bust point, which essentially just means that you get a great big pattern right on your boob. Now, you may like that look, in which case, all power to you and carry on. This also allows you to make sure you get it absolutely spot on your apex point. But if you want to avoid that, this is a really nice way of being able to place your pattern exactly where you want to. The other thing that Swedish tracing paper is really good for is making sure that your pattern matching when you're putting your seams together is really accurate, because again, you can see straight through your pieces. Even if you layer two pieces on top of each other and line up your seam allowances, you can make sure that that is bang on. So Swedish tracing paper is amazing. The only thing about it is that it's quite expensive. So an alternative to this, which I've found works pretty well and is a lot cheaper, is to use greaseproof or baking paper that you would buy to line cake tins when you're making cakes. Really inexpensive, comes in nice long rolls, so you can make big pattern pieces out of it without it needing to stick a load of pieces together as you might need to with sort of traditional tracing paper that usually comes in A4 sheets. And it is see-through enough that you can definitely see a bold print through it. If you struggle, because obviously it has a brown tint to it, though I think you can get it in a white finish, but if it is trickier to see through, what you can do is pin your fabric up to a window and put your tracing paper over the top, and the light coming through the window acts as a light box and means that you'll be able to see your patterns a lot more clearly. So that's two ways of getting your pattern placement bang on.